another process video. Today I am going to be using the Simple Stories Love and Adore collection, and I'm going to use that page right there. I love this paper because basically the work is done for you. I love that. I am going to fussy cut that colorful part out to include the stripes, and I am going to put this on just a piece of white cardstock, I believe it is. Yes, it is American Crafts Smooth White Cardstock. And this is the photo I'm going to be scrapbooking. My husband had taken this photo of me before we got married. I mean, like right before we got married, maybe an hour before. And he put it on Facebook. And I thought it was so funny because he never puts anything on Facebook. But he did. He put it on there and he put soon to be Mrs. Bidding. So that is what I am scrapbooking about. So I'm trying right here to figure out what I want to do with this. I do end up pulling out another paper from Simple Stories, and it's kind of a cutter bar sheet. It's the they're like 6x2, 6x3, and 6x6 strips, I think. I'm going to use that center one right there. It mimics the top, or it mimics the bottom, and I'm going to do the same thing with that one. I'm going to fussy cut it out and place it at the top. So there, there's my diagonal. See it right there? Bloop. Usually when I'm working with diagonals, I go the opposite way for whatever reason. I think it's because that's the way you read. But this one looks good. I like it. And it was easy. And this video is only like 5 minutes something. How about that? This is probably the fastest layout I've ever done before in my entire life. So I went ahead and backed this with white, and I am going to trim it pretty close to the photo. And I do take out some ink. I'm going to ink the edges of the photo, and I'm also going to ink the edges of those two big pieces of paper with the flowers. This is a Prima Chalk ink in Old Road. It's kind of a gray. I like it. I do think part of this video did get lost somewhere, or maybe it cut off while I was doing some embellishing. So you'll see in the final photos there are some chipboard hearts and a chipboard flower down there on the paper that you did not see me put down there because it cut off. If you pay attention, I think you see the splatters, but if you pay attention when I'm doing the splatters, you can, I spy Waldo, or where's Waldo? You can spot the items that you did not actually see me putting down. So I'm going to go ahead and put these down. See that cut out flowers I put right there? It's because there was a kind of a trap space between those flowers in the photo. If I tuck the photo in more, then those branches would go over my body. So I pulled it out a little bit, but I could see that white back there and I didn't like it. So I just put those colorful flowers underneath there so you couldn't see that white space. Alright, well, I am committing to photo placement at this point, and also that bottom is stuck down. I'm going to go ahead and stick the top down so there's no changing my mind without ripped paper. I'm going to go ahead and stick that right there at the top. Looks like the bottom just because I flipped that page over. And as per usual, I either did it crooked or did it off. You can see there's kind of a little bit of white over there at the right hand side. I'm going to pull out my trimmer and trim that off. So this probably isn't really a true 12 by 12. It's probably a 11 point something by 11 point something. I went ahead and pulled out this sticker sheet from the Love and Adore, and I'm just going to spell out soon to be Mrs. Bidding. And as I did with one of my previous layouts, I think it was a Swan Lake, I put the letters too close together. On here, the 2B, I put way too close together. To me, it almost looks like soon to be Mrs. Bidding. I left it that way, again, just like I did with the Swan Lake one. I just left it. I was like, forget about it. It's fine. I am going to cut away here in a second so that it will all already be down there. I left this in because if I would have cut it all out, then it would be like 4 minutes if I would have left all the unnecessary stuff in. Right here I pull out some gold hearts. I think these came with the crepe paper line. They're on that package with the wood buttons, and you can see right there the chipboard hearts that I had already put down, and there's also a chipboard flower underneath the photo. So I took out the Heidi Swap Color Shine in Gold, and I give it a little bit of a splatter, not too generous, just a little bit of one. And that's all I do to the layout. So thank you so much for joining me, guys. I really appreciate it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.